Thank you for that very kind introduction. Thank you to the Des Moines Business Record for recognizing women of influence in our community. Thank you, Connie Weimer, for all that you do to elevate women. Thank you, Shannon Cofield, for nominating me, and thank you to the friends and mentors who took the time to write letters in support of my nomination. I also want to congratulate my fellow honorees. It is such a privilege to be recognized alongside such accomplished women, leaders who have broken barriers, strengthened our community, and set extraordinary examples through their work. I'm honored to share this recognition with you. I'm also especially grateful to my family. Their love, encouragement, and unwavering belief in me have made all the difference. I grew up surrounded by remarkable women, especially my mom and my sister Mary, who is here with me today. I'm not going to get emotional. Okay, they taught me what it means to work hard, to lead with integrity, and especially to persevere, and their example has shaped my life. So back in 2013, I was serving as general counsel at Ruan. I loved my work, and I felt very fulfilled personally and professionally. And around that time, I accepted my first invitation to attend this very event, and I had no idea how profoundly it would change me. As I listened to the remarkable women being recognized that year, I was inspired by what they had accomplished professionally. I was inspired by their ambition and by the many different ways they had chosen to lead. I left that event feeling humbled and motivated. For the first time, I realized that while I had built a fulfilling life and career, I had the capacity to make a greater impact. Soon after the event, I walked into then CEO Steve Chapman's office and I said, "Steve, I want to become more involved in this community. I just don't know really where to start." He asked me a simple question. He said, "Okay, Susan, what are you passionate about?" And at that point, beyond my family and my career, I didn't have a great answer for him. Well, he encouraged me to figure that out. And then he encouraged me to say yes to some opportunities that stretched me, even a few I wasn't sure I was ready for. He opened doors. He introduced me to organizations like the Mercy One Foundation where I could serve, and he gave me advice that I've carried with me ever since. He said, "Don't ever join a board that you're not willing to one day lead." As I became more involved in our community, I had the privilege of learning from extraordinary women of influence along the way, some who have stood on this very stage, others who no doubt soon will. I'm honored to call them friends and mentors. They have inspired me, challenged me, and broadened my understanding of what leadership can look like. I've kept coming back to this event over the years, and every year it fills my cup. The women who have stood at this podium have inspired me to keep leading, to keep growing, and to keep showing up. That's why this recognition means so very much to me, because it comes from this community of women whose leadership has inspired me for years. From their example, I've learned that leadership doesn't follow a single path. It grows wherever we're willing to invest our talents, pursue our passions, and have the courage to make an impact. I'd like to close with a word to my daughter Iris, who's attending this event for the first time today, sitting in a seat much like the one I sat in back in 2013. Use your talents boldly. Say yes to opportunities that scare you a little or even a lot. As we like to say in our house, it is uncomfortable outside your comfort zone, but step outside it anyway. Surround yourself with people who inspire you and mentors who will challenge you to grow. And remember, your path doesn't have to look like anyone else's. Find where your talents, your values, and your courage come together, and that's where you'll make your greatest impact. Thank you.